Hello, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Kennedy, editor of Trader's Classroom. Happy Thursday, as always. And hello, Miss Susan. It's good to see you. Trevor, it's nice to see you as well. Hello, Jan. Hello, everyone. A lot of people in the room today. Josh, of course. Hello, Randy. It's good to see you. Urel, it's good to see you as well. I got your email yesterday. Thank you for that. Brian, Mr. Bill, it's always a pleasure. Andrew. Ian, hello everyone. Hello. I still think that I've got the best subscribers out of any service at Elliott Wave International, because every time I do a live event, you guys show up and you participate and you have really good questions most of the time. But I really appreciate all the support, all the positive emails, all the really good questions. I really enjoy the interaction, so thank you very much for that. Okay, well today we're trying something new with my live events, and you can give me a thumbs up at the end of the day or a thumbs down at the end of the day. I'm trying to make the live events well, maybe just a little bit more. I'm looking for them to pop just a little bit more, maybe give you some more, say, timely information, you know, classical type lessons that'll be, say, relevant today, but also relevant, you know, 2 or 3 years from now. Also, too, you'll probably notice something different with respect to the presentation. Rather than just having a small little price chart up here in the upper right-hand corner, I'm going to experiment with using a larger chart. So let me know if this works for you guys and gals, okay? So today's topic, today's lesson, how to evaluate and choose primary and alternate wave counts. If you've been working with the wave principle for any length of time, you'll know you've run across this situation. And at first it can be very maddening. You're looking at a price chart and you're looking and say, okay, hey, that looks like maybe it's a zigzag, but no, possibly it's a WXY, but maybe it's just a larger subwave of a more complex structure, or maybe a triangle, and you start kind of pulling your hair out because your eyes begin to cross because you're not seeing just a single pattern. You're seeing multiple patterns, and I'm sure that has happened to you because it's happened to me. For example, if any of you are subscribers to Trader's Classroom, I'm sorry, Commodity Junctures, I probably say 80% of the time I have just a single primary wave count. But there are times, depending on, say, market conditions, where I think it appropriate to say, okay, hey, this is my best, my best first and foremost wave count. But if this doesn't work out, then this is going to be my alternate, my second best, say, wave count. Okay. So how do you evaluate? How does one wave count kind of rise to the top above all others? Okay. Is this a topic that you think you might be interested in? Or do you just want me to like call it a day and sign off? Do you want to learn how? Okay. Well, there are 3 things: rules and guidelines. That's probably 2. Fibonacci and understanding. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Rules and guidelines. This is one way I evaluate the credibility when faced with 2 interpretations. I have a diagram on the left and I have a diagram on the right, okay? So which interpretation do you think would be the one I would say, okay, hey, this is the primary wave count, okay? Will it be the one on the left or the one on the right? Now today, I want to be a little bit more interactive. So just jump in with your yeses and your nos. Okay, well, hopefully everybody's going to say, yeah, the one on the left is the right one, because the one on the right has a clear rule violation, okay? In other words, I mean, if you want to count it this way, go ahead. You're more than welcome to do it, but if you do it, you're not doing Elliott, or if you're attempting to do Elliott, you're doing it wrong, okay? So faced with these 2 interpretations, clearly the one on the left is going to be the one that's most appropriate, and that's the one we need to work with. Okay, moving on. Okay, which wave count do you think I'm going to gravitate toward? Okay, remember, step number one is to make sure that when you're looking at two different wave counts, make sure you are indeed adhering to the rules and adhering to the guidelines, because a lot of times it's easy to miss something. Okay, and that's why it's, if somebody, one of your colleagues brings you a wave count, the first thing you want to do is make sure, okay, hey, what he's showing me, does it indeed, adhere to the rules and guidelines of the wave principle? Because you would actually be very surprised at how often the little stuff gets missed. Okay. Well, it's going to be the diagram on the left. Why? Well, one of the key defining characteristics of a flat correction is that wave B ends at or near the origin point of wave A. That part of the structure is what allows you to define the pattern as a flat correction. Where if you look over here to the right, to the right, left, right, the wave B never gets anywhere near the origin point of wave A. So again, here's another example of how we